Ravi Sharma. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. This is the 1562nd day of continuous webinar conducted by International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. Today, our guest is Dr. Shashi Mohan Sharma. Let us begin the session with 1 minute silent prayer. Thank you all. As you all know, that International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy comprises of homeopathy lovers, students, and doctors. And we have 3 sessions every day. The first session of the day is already over in Hindi from 7:30 to 8:30. And from 8:30 to 9:30, we have the international session in English, and 9:30 to 10:30, a local language session in Malayalam. All these sessions are going in a good way, and we are uploading the videos of the same on the very next day itself, so that those who missed the session can watch it again, and you can share it with your friends, not only to homeopathic doctors, but also with your homeopathic lovers too, so that homeopathy will be reaching every home. That is our aim. This is how we can promote homeopathy among public also. As you all know, that today our guest is Dr. Professor Shashi Mohan Sharma. Sir, as you all know, from UK and basically from India, but working in UK, and has an experience of more than 52 years, and has completed BMS, PG Home London, and FBIH UK. Director and Principal, Honeyman College of Homeopathy UK. More than that, he is having very good practice in both India as well as in UK. But before beginning the session, we are very happy to celebrate the birthday of our veteran, Dr. Ram Paresha sir here. Thank you once again, sir, for your hope you will be doing best. IABS wishing you all the best for the future, and you get a blessing from our team also, sir. You can say your thanks at the end, sir. Okay. Now, let us go back to the guest of the day, Dr. Shashi Mohan Sharma, sir. We proudly welcome you to the session, and sir will be discussing about one of the important subjects. As you all know, there are confusion among most of us about the selection of potency, and sir is here to describe how one can choose the potency in acute as well as in chronic disease. So we proudly welcome, sir. I am making you co-host so that you can begin the session, sir. Okay, sir. You got your co-host now. Please unmute, sir.
Good afternoon from United Kingdom, and good evening, India, and all those who are joining this special session. First of all, I would like to congratulate Dr. Pravesh Shaji. Happy birthday, sir. Very much enjoying. All are very happy. And I was very pleased listening to our dear Dr. Mardul Shahani Sahab. Very, very good speech and very good information. कभी मुलाकात होगी, कभी दर्शन होंगे आपके, और आपके लिए मेरी तरफ से नमस्कार. So, as this session is in English, I would like to go ahead. What is the main problem in homeopathy? Nothing. If you take a case properly and understand each and every symptoms properly, note down everything from mind to toe, and then you select a remedy. That is a very, very difficult job and very easy job if you follow the Hahnemannian principles. We are giving importance to the mental symptom, physical symptom, general symptoms, peculiar symptoms, and rare symptoms. And characteristic symptoms are leading to direct remedy. Just like someone is very bossy and somebody has got gaseous problems and somebody is very bold. Lot of remedies come, but lycopodium top the list. Similarly, somebody is a very big philosopher type of person talking, too much and dirty and not keeping. This is a modern time, so the homeopathic material was written over 200 years back, and a lot of things are changing. Even very clean and tidy person needs sulfur depending on the symptoms and similarity of symptoms. So today is a most important topic. If you select a remedy, it's a easy job or difficult job according to your knowledge, experience, and procedure of taking the case. But after that, the main problem is which potency is suitable for the person. How to prescribe the right remedy for getting the best results. In Organ of Medicine, Dr. Hahnemann has given some information which I will repeat and share with you. It will remind me of me as well. So in Organ of Medicine, aphorism number 21 says, now it is undeniable that the curative principles in medicine is not in itself perceptible, and as in a pure experiment with medicines conducted by the most accurate observers, nothing can be observed that can constitute them medicine or remedies except for the power of causing distinct alteration in the state of health of the human body. The particular is that the healthy individual and in the exciting in him various definite morbid symptoms. So it follows that when medicines act as remedies, they can only bring their curative property into play by means of this their power of altering man's state of health by production of the peculiar symptoms, and that therefore we have only to rely on the morbid phenomena which the medicines produce in the healthy body as the sole possible revelation of indwelling curative powers. In order to learn that disease producing powers, and at the same time what disease curing powers with each individual assessment and procession. Here Hahnemann is telling, yes, anyone? Somebody want to ask something?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir.
It's okay, Dr. Danesh. Okay, everything is okay. You can hear me properly?
Yes, sir. Everything is fine, sir. You continue, sir.
It's very clear in aphorism number 21 of the Organ of Medicine. Hahnemann is saying the curative powers in the medicines can only be seen by employing the right remedy with the right potency. Suppose you're going to the market and something is about 10 pounds and you have got 9 pounds, you can't buy that. But if you are 11 pound, that's okay. You can save 1 pound. Similarly, selection of remedy is very important in homeopathy, and no one can claim they are the masters in prescribing that certain potency. In the beginning of my practice, I was giving only 30 potencies about 52 years back because we had a fear in mind of aggravation, or that time I was not very sure this is the right remedy, why to give remedy and cause unusual symptoms in someone's healthy condition. So we prescribed 30 potency in the beginning. Slowly, after 5-10 years, I found out 30 potency is good, but 200 is better than 30 potency. Why? Because it is a faster arousing the vital symptoms of a remedy, producing similar artificial symptoms in the body. And slowly, after 50 year practice, I can give 50 m without hesitation. I give 50 m potency without worry or fear of aggravation. And most of time, it works like magic. It depending on the health situation, depending on the condition of the disease and the pathology. What is the current situation of eating habit, is health, is the power, is energy, is understanding, is knowledge. And after all, if somebody is capable of taking that remedy, there are some remedies which should not be given repeatedly and very high potency, just like tuberculinum, carcinosin, even phosphorus. You can't repeat too much. Lycopodium also, you can't repeat too much. But if it is applicable, if it is demanding, then I can give 1 m or 10 m without hesitation. Now we go to the 22nd aphorism. But as nothing is to be observed in disease that must be removed in order to change them into health, beside the totality of their signs and symptoms, and likewise medicines can show nothing curative beside their tendency to produce the morbid symptoms in healthy persons and to remove them in the diseased persons. So when there was a drug proving, we noted certain symptoms, and the same symptoms can be removed by application of the remedy in the certain condition where is it totally matching, totality of symptom is matching. The same thing, the stairs which you take you up, it also brings you down. Understand? The steps you take up and it can bring you down. The same thing I am saying to the people who don't know much of homeopathy. But definitely the proving of medicine is a boon for us, and we have got the special knowledge which others don't have. Other means allopathy doctors and Ayurvedic doctors, they don't know what is the drug proving. They never proved any drug. Allopathy medicine just tested on the, I mean, action of the remedy, not the proving of the remedy. So their tendency to produce morbid symptoms in a healthy person and to remove them in the diseased person. It is a medicinal substance by exciting certain effects and symptoms. That is to say, by producing a certain artificial morbid state, removes and abrogates the symptoms already present. Very clear indication and information. We should consider ourselves master of medicine, because homeopathy is the only science which is going on the definite principles. It's not like try this, try that. No. When you select a remedy, the remedy should be 100% matching or 99% matching. Sometimes you don't cover the symptoms, but the second remedy can do. So that is the first prescription and second prescription. A lot of doctors don't know what is the primary action. Primary action of the remedy to produce symptoms slightly more powerful and more higher intensity than the actual disease. But sometimes we don't feel. Similarly, when we are making our house or altering our house, they break the walls, they do a lot of things there, and there's a lot of dust around, but they don't mind because it is good for you and you want this to be done. Similarly, when the remedy is administered, it goes in the system and it aggravates the disease. Even in the state of aggravation, we feel happy, we feel better, and we know that the medicine is working. Here, on the other hand, medicine only becomes remedies and capable of annihilating disease because the medicinal substance by exciting certain effect on symptoms, that is to say, producing a certain artificial morbid state, removes and abrogates the symptoms already present. To wit, the natural morbid state, a medicine must be sought, which is according to experience shall be proved whether morbid symptoms are most rapidly, certainly, and permanently removed and changed into the health by similar opposite medicinal symptoms. Has a tendency to produce similar symptoms or opposite symptoms. The only other possible mode of employing medicine for disease beside these two is the allopathic method, in which medicines are given which symptoms have no direct pathological relation to the morbid state, neither similar nor opposite, but the heterogeneous of the symptoms of the disease is, as shown above, is the old school of medicine. Merely strictly vital force, which when made all noxious agent, strives to save itself at whether sacrificed by the production of the continuous of the morbid symptoms and irritation in the organism. And life in health, which is the most beautiful harmony, but when deranged by disease, was so consulted as to admit that little power of the possession, and from getting pattern of the copied, all the changes and the symptoms it produces in the morbid states organism are just the disease itself, but the injurious symptoms of the thousands of the years of opposition of to which mankind has been subject and their irrational despotic governments. We cannot treat a case successfully until we arouse and aggravate the symptom minutely or seriously, depending on the selection of the remedy and how deep acting is the remedy, how quick acute remedy works. Just like aconite, 30 potency is very good for acute conditions. Sometimes we need aconite in the chronic cases with the symptoms. We have to give them higher potency. 30 is no good, 200, 1M, 10M. Very rarely you will see 30 potency is not helping. But if it's not helping, then rather than changing the remedy, we must make the potency higher. So it is only by the trial and errors for the beginners and with experience of a long time for the other senior doctors. But as nothing is to be observed in disease that must be removed in order to change from into health, beside the totality of their signs and symptoms. And likewise, medicine can show nothing curative beside their tendency to produce morbid symptoms in healthy persons and to remove them in the diseased persons. No science in the world has this scientific information or knowledge where we know what we are doing, how we are going to control the disease, and how this will happen. I know some doctor from England. He was on BBC channel. He said homeopathy works, but I don't know how it works. What a silly thing he is saying. He was not a good homeopath. Otherwise, he will never say some silly thing. So I knew that person. I said, if you don't know how it works, come to me. I will tell you. You have a cup of tea with me, and I will explain you how it works. I owe all my information and knowledge to my most learned teachers from National Homeopathic Medical College, Lucknow. At that time, I was new to homeopathy, but I gave my full attention to their knowledge. And I sat beside them and looking at the patients who are coming for treatment. And most of the time, I was amazed with the results. The first experience of my life was on the 15th of August 1967, when a young man was rolling on the ground with a tummy ache, colic. He was from Shahjahanpur, and his name was Khalil Ullah Khan. So, observing the case, our senior doctor, head of the Department of Medicine, Dr. Mohammad Qureshi, asked me to bring some medicine quickly, and it was a Colosynthesis 200. One dose, in 5 minutes, he stood up. He said, "Sir, what you have given me? It's a magic." I still remember that day. I was like, is it dreaming or something? One dose put in the mouth of Colosynthesis 200, and he just stood up. He said, "Sir, I was using injection, Baralgan, and this, and tablet, and this, and so this is amazing. So what should I do with the second?" I said, "Keep in the pocket. No need. One is enough." That is first impression of homeopathy. Another impression is my father was a big railway officer in India. So when the train was gone, somebody came, "Sir, I'm dying. I need to go to the headquarters for the medicine." And he was drenched in the rain. So he had a body ache and fever and everything. So my father gave Rustox 30, 2 doses in powder SHC in the evening. And in the evening, he was better. Rustox 30. It is talking about 1970s. Now our food habit has changed. We are eating artificial diet, milk production, fruit production, wheat production, everything is changed. Chemicals are used for the benefit of income and all these things. But medicine need to be revised. The potencies need to be revised. There is one doctor from America. She was traveling in the train and she had very high potencies. I told you already. The doctor was Dorothy Shepherd. So in the train, there was another person who was suffering from some problem. He had some problem. So luckily she had the medicine and she gave that 2 drops, 1 drop in the water. And next, the trains were very slow that time in America. And he got better overnight. The remedy was in 50 potency. So after that, she experimented on a lot of medicines with high potency, and she wrote a book called Magic of the Minimum Dose. I think you buy this, you find it where it is. Otherwise, I can make some article and then share with you. Magic of the minimum dose with Dorothy Shepherd. It is not a 30 potency. She was always giving high potency. There was another doctor from Bihar. I forget his name. He was always giving 10 m. I said, why 10 m? He said, okay, don't sorry, sir, it will work. Otherwise, if it doesn't work, then don't come to me. I'm talking about 1974, 75. I was only 24-year-old doctor. So he was giving 10 m potency after selection, but he was taking one case a day. And then he was giving 10 m, Merxol, 10 m, Netramib, 10 m, any remedy, sulfur, 10 m. So I was not that confident at that time because I was a young doctor. I was a learner in homeopathy. I was experimenting with the potencies. So here, on the one hand, the medicine only becomes remedies and capable of annihilating disease because the medicinal substance by exciting certain effects and symptoms, that is to say, by producing a certain artificial morbid state, removes and abrogates the symptoms already present. So, if we select a proper remedy, doesn't mean that you have done the job. You have to select a proper potency as well. If the potency is no good, people say, oh, it's not working, let's go for another remedy. Kali carb, in one case, they didn't work. If the definite 3 a.m. aggravation, he was frightened with the noise and everything. 100% Kali carb, I gave 30, doesn't work. 200 doesn't work. 1 m doesn't work. 50 m, it worked. Sometimes need the higher potency. You cure the case, but should not repeat too much. And don't worry about the aggravation. Please let me know when there is an aggravation. And even if there is aggravation, then we have the antidote. If you go to Kant's repertory in the last few pages, you will say the antidote to all the remedies. And the most important is camphor. Camphor and coffee are the antidote of the homeopathy medicine if there is any aggravation. Here, on the other hand, follow that the totality of symptoms of disease is to be cured. A medicine must be sought which, according to the experience, shall prove whether the morbid symptoms are most readily, certainly and permanently removed, and the change into the health by similar or opposite medicinal symptoms. The other possible mode of employing medicine for disease besides those are the allopathy medicine, which I already told you. So I've got a printed information to share with you. It's not just like telling XYZ silly things. It should be proper knowledge from the master, Dr. Hahnemann. There is a very good information here. For the purpose of cure, the morbidity, depressed vital energy possible possesses to the little ability worth of imitation, since all changes and symptoms produced by in the organism are the disease itself. What intelligent physician would want to imitate it when intention to heal it? It did not thereby sacrifice the patient. As all pure experience, however, and accurate research convinces us that the persistent symptoms of disease are far from being removed and annihilated by opposite symptoms or medicines, that is allopathy. And they break forth again and the increase intensity and becomes manifestly aggravated. Other than homeopathy, there is no other science which can cure you and remove the symptoms naturally. There remains nothing beside mode of employing medicines in disease that promises to be the service beside the homeopathic by means we seek and totality of symptoms in case of disease. In medicine, which among the medicines whose pathogenic effects are known from having been tested in healthy conditions and healthy individuals, has the power of intensely produce an artificial morbid state most similar to that of the case of the disease in question. Now, however, in all careful trials, pure experience, number one, the sole and infallible oracle of the healing art, teaches us, but actually that medicine which as in action of the healthy human body has demonstrated its power of treatment, does also in doses of suitable potency and alterations. Rapidly, radically, permanent removes the totality of symptoms of this morbid state, which disease present and changes into health, and that all medicines cures without exception those diseases whose symptoms most nearly resemble their own and have none of them uncured. Here Hahnemann is confirming again, if you select a remedy properly and apply the proper potency, there will be definitely removal of the symptoms from the body. If it is slightly higher than the existence, what the problem is there, you select the remedy, but the potency should be slightly higher, not lower. Just like you go into the 11 feet high wall and you have got only 8 or 7 or 6 foot ladder, you can't reach there. If it is bigger, then it will come automatically. The health, when you are regaining the health, it will remove all the aggravated symptoms. This depends on the following homeopathy law of nature, which was sometimes indeed vaguely surmised, but not hitherto fully recognized, and to which is the due every real cure that have ever taken place. This is another very good example. A weaker dynamic affection is permanently extinguished in the living organism by a stronger one, if the latter, while different in kind, is very similar to the former of his manifestation. When the two diseases meets in the body, and one is present and another one is stronger in the similar, that will annihilate the disease which is already present in the body. Very good. Thus, the cure, both physical and affections, are moral maladies. How it is that the early dawn, the brilliant Jupiter vanishes from the gaze of the beholder. But this is talking of something of the astronomy, but I will go direct to the special knowledge which I am sharing with you. When I share the knowledge, I feel very happy. It's reminding me of everything again and again. The curative power of medicine, therefore, depends on the symptoms similar to disease, but superior to it in strength. Again, the curative power of medicines, therefore, depends on their symptoms similar to the disease, but superior in strength, so that each individual case of disease is most surely, rapidly, and permanently annihilated and removed by only a medicine capable of producing in human system in the most similar and complete manner to totality of the symptoms, which at the same time are stronger than the disease. Very simple. No confusion. Very simple. Homeopathy is very simple if you treat properly. I'm not worried about any illness, big syndromes, big problems. But I said, don't worry. Tell me about the disease. What you're feeling. Don't tell me that I have got this, I have got this. Whatever you have, everything is based on the symptoms. And based on the symptoms, we can treat. Last month, somebody came to me and he was a local guy and he was very worried. He said, my son is silly. He's taking everything and putting in the mouth. He puts anything in his hand, put in the mouth. I said, okay, let me see the Kent repertory. I could not find in the Kent repertory. Can anybody tell me what the remedy is? A single remedy. Very wonderful. It is good to have the knowledge as well. Putting everything in the mouth. Put everything in the mouth. Shoe. Huh? Yes, madam, Dr. Lata, something. I can't hear you. Dr. Lata, Manoharan telling some remedy?
Sir, is it Karkarya?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Tell me, please. It should be interactive. Then I show you what is the remedy. I think it's very good. I have after 52 years practice.
Sir,
No, man.
is it
No, man.
Karkarya?
No, man.
No. Okay.
I will tell you the page and the book and you see it yourself. Don't believe me. Anyone, please. It should be interactive action today. You can see repertory. Anyone? Okay, I tell you the remedy. The remedy is sulfur. Child puts everything in the mouth. So he was a boy about 2.5. So I didn't give him high potency. I gave only 201 dose. Only one dose of 200. No need of giving 30 potency. I give 201 dose, original from Germany. I haven't seen the result. They're coming next week, so I'll find out. If you go to Murphy's repertory, yeah, and go to the chapter mouth and see child puts everything in the mouth. I tell you the page number, so you can see it. We must learn as well every day, and we should share the information. I'm telling you which page is this. I'm very surprised. No one can treat this thing. If you go to the mouth chapter, I'm showing you 1 second, and I'm telling you the page number. Page number 1133. Puts children puts everything in mouth. I think you can see it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Not worried about anything. You must find out. You should work hard. You find a selection of remedy. And there's another case came, and they said there's no treatment for this illness. I said, what is the illness? Then I took the symptoms, and depending on the symptoms, the remedy came. Right side, sanguinaria. He got better. So today's subject is selection of right homeopathic potency. The human body appears to admit of being much more powerfully affected by its health by medicine. Partly because we have the regulation of the dose in our own power than in natural morbid stimuli. For natural disease are cured and overcome by the suitable medicines. The human body appears to admit much more powerfully affected in the health by medicines. In short duration of the action, the artificial morbid forces which we term medicines make it possible that although they are stronger than the natural disease, they can yet much more easily overcome by the vital force that can the weaker natural diseases, which solely in consequences of the longer, generally lifelong duration of their action, sora, syphilis, psychosis, can never be vanquished and extinguished by its alone, until the physician affects the vital force in a stronger manner by the agent that produces the disease very similar but stronger to the wit, the homeopathic medicine. The cure of disease of many years duration, very important thing. The cures of diseases of many years duration by the occurrence of smallpox and measles, both of which then a course only in a few weeks are possessed a similar character. So this is thing, and now we are going direct to the selection of right potency. Potency is probably the most difficult concept to get your head around in homeopathy. You just can't think in terms of strength. Choosing the right remedy is more like choosing the right key to fit a lock. Wow. Choosing the right remedy and potency is more like choosing right to fit in a lock. If you were to show the child a huge iron castle door key and a tiny modern safe key, which do you think the child might believe was stronger? In a similar way, you have to choose the right potency for the job. Have a look at this chart and doesn't cover the possibility and different homeopathic medicines. Homeopaths have the success with their own system, but this will give you the general side. When a homeopath makes notes of your symptoms and feelings, in the separate form into group: physical, mental, emotional, specific, general. Physical and mental are self-explanatory. Specific symptom like stone may point a specific place of their body, whereas generals relate to the whole body. All down the left side, it is always worse in the damp weather. In the chart, you can see where are two axes: physical or mental, and specific and general. So using a chart, let's take up the example of the flying. Fear would more mental than physical. Fear of flying is more mental than physical, which moves and would place in same way of physical mental axis. However, the person is not generally frightened type of person. So a specific general axis, we should stay in this. We might select a 30 potency or more probably 200 potency. So the remedy for fear of flying would be argentum nitricum and would be used in the 200 potency. Is saying you have to see what is happening in the physical body and mental body. Let's try another example. We often get asked about warts, verrucas, and molluscums. This would be totally physical. We would select right of the physical end of the physical mental axis on the chart. Specific general axis. This would depend on whether it was an isolated wart or outbreak, or even they are generally warty, having lots of moles, warts, and excrescences. So that would determine your placing of the specific general axis, meaning that although it is very physical condition and degree of generally could be indicated in 6C, 30C, and it would be higher if the patient was this way of nature. The normal remedy in choice of warts requires medical is thuja, but 30 potency will be typical potency, higher might be indicated. So when would we use a very high potency? When a condition scores high and the mental symptoms and emotional range and that describe the whole person, not just how they are at the moment. But remember, we have just placing a single symptom on your chart. So you need to find out which remedy should be given at what condition, what we are going to help and how we are going to help. So how to select a remedy? The first step in choosing a well-selected homeopathy remedy is to take the case. This involves collecting our symptoms so that you can select remedy which most matches the symptom. There are hundreds of homeopathy remedies to select from, so one symptom is not enough to prescribe on. But here are some things to think about when selecting an indicated remedy. What is the main symptom? What is the secondary symptom? Is that their pain? The pain feel like? Does the pain moves around? When is the pain the worst? When the pain is better? How much thirsty you are? Have you lost your appetite? In the symptom visible does not look like it is hot. What makes a symptom better? What makes it worse? What else is affected? For example, mood, sleep, and energy. Only you have informed and information you have ready to go back to look in the remedies in the repertories and the material medica to find the remedy that much the most. How to choose a homeopathic potency? The next step one has selected is to remedy to decide on the potency. Most homeopathic remedies are sold in the pharmacies are 30C. The 30C potency is useful to most first stimulation. If you like to either higher or lower potency, there are bought from the homeopathic pharmacies companies. The potency of 12C and 30C are most commonly used in the first aid, and whereas the physical injuries are pain, such as the cuts, sting, and warts. For emotional issue, such as a specific fear, you may consider 200 and 1 potency. That means in the mind symptoms, you can't give the low potency, you should give the high potency. An example to where this may be useful for fear of flying. Their fear of flying was argentum nitricum. These high potency remedies should only be taken occasionally, should not be repeated. If symptom persist, consult your doctor. Yeah. How to decide what is to take? What is the dose? It's very important. Take one dose at a time. And one dose is one pill, not 6 pills and 10 pills, so many. 2 pills have the same effect as one pill. 3 pills have the same effect as one pill. This is very different from the traditional medicine. A homeopathy pill can either be put straight in the mouth or it can be dissolved in the water. Homeopathy pills pop homeopathy pills in the mouth, suck the pill and remedy absorbed through the lining of the mouth. It goes straight into the bloodstream. Dissolving water is a good way for sensitive people to avoid aggravation. So if somebody getting the aggravation with the medicine, you should mix in the water, dissolve and give 1 spoon of water. Homeopathy is very definite science, and you have to learn everything by experiment. You can't follow others. I had a case of rust ox. 100% symptoms, rust ox not working. 30 potency, no relief. 200 potency, no relief. Then I look into is the right remedy I am prescribing. The remedy was still rust ox. And the one most important symptom of rust ox is a desire for the boiled hot milk. So sometimes when the rust ox patient is there, then ask, do you like milk? Yes. Cold or warm? I like cold milk and sweet milk. Rust ox. 1 m. No, 10 m. No, 50 m. 3 doses daily for 3 days. After 4th day, he said, I'm better now. I am free. I'm like a young boy. I can play football. So when you are selecting a remedy, you should reach the height of the potency. But be careful. The remedies which are very dangerous, like laxasis. I'm telling you the story of the laxasis. There was a guy, he was saying, I don't believe in homeopathy. He was very healthy and he was an accountant. I said, Mr. Accountant, don't argue with me. I'm not asking. He said, homeopathy medicines are just sweet pills. I said, I give you some medicine, some pills. You try it for a few days. Then, and he was a smart guy, wearing tie like suit and everything. Very smart guy, and he was very different than others. I gave him Lexis 10 m, small bottle of pills, risking him. I said, be careful. Don't tell me that you are going to sue me or put a case on me, but you are telling my homeopathy doesn't work. Take it for 10 days, then let me know. He said, what these pills will do? I said, just feel yourself. It is about 11, 12 years back, about 2024 now, 2011. I gave him one small 1 gram pills, Lexis. And he said, what this will do? I said, you will know it. He was completely healthy. No, he had a very shiny hair, very bright eyes, and fair complexion. Tall guy, about 5'11" or 6 feet. I said, what should I? I said, don't take spicy food, chocolate, mints, coffee, and take 6 pills daily morning. So what it will do? I said, don't worry, you try this, then you will know what is homeopathy. Then after 7 days, they said, I'm feeling pain in my left side of throat. I said, what you have eaten? I didn't tell you about the medicine. I said, don't take pills anymore. But what? Are you eaten something sour or food or chaat pakoras, everything? He said, no. I'm feeling the pain in the left side. Next day, he said, I can't bear the tie. My tie is very, very suffocating. And I'm getting angry. I don't know. I'm very, very responsive. After 9 days, 10 days, I said, how are you feeling? He said, no. I said, this was the effect of the medicine. You are telling me my medicine doesn't work. See, how this is possible? I said, come on, you are educated. Open the book. I opened this Materia Medica, Boric. I said, read. What's saying? He said, yes. I am suspicious now. I'm suspicious feeling. I have got a pain in my throat. Worse, I can't swallow anything. I can swallow solid better than water. Water drinking, painful. Swallow something, potato and cheese or some burger and sandwich. This was the proving of lachesis. Then I said, what should I do? I said, you can have a coffee. There's a medicine there. And if you go to repertory, you will see there are so many medicines against laxis. The same thing happened in one case, nitric acid. Nitric acid is very, very special remedy. Third remedy, I tried in Aesculus hippo for the backache. So doing this experiment is no good, because if somebody challenging you and he's stupid or intelligent, doesn't matter. We have to teach them lesson. And there was a lady saying this homeopathy is a mumbo jumbo. I said, what a mumbo jumbo? He said, not a magic, it is a definite science. And you people are English, and you don't know what is homeopathy. It's a shame. I said, millions of people are India are using homeopathy and they are getting better. I tell you one case of a very important person. He had the spring catarrh. Spring catarrh is a eye problem where your eyes are muddy and sticky. And when your eyes, it's like a ropey. Ropey. Tell me, madam, any remedy, please. It should be interactive today. What is the remedy? Ropey, sticky discharge from the eyes. Please. I'll be very happy. Please tell me the remedy. And this time he's a multi-millionaire, not he's a billionaire person. And you can see, I give his number, you can speak to him. Spring catarrh. Yes, madam. Dr. Lataji, I can't hear you. Anyone? Magic. Hi, madam, which one?
Alibi.
Which remedy?
Kali bike, sir.
Kali self.
Kali bike.
Kali, oh, yes. You got the remedy, madam. Thank you. Kali back room. Sticky, thick eyes, like a gluey eyes. Kali back room. I gave him 30 potency in the beginning. And after 10 days, he came, he said, I'm better, but not that. Then I gave 200. And the name of person is Ashok Munjal, the director of the Hero Honda motorcycle. He was so happy with me. He said, doctor, I can do anything. But people were coming to me and please make a slip, then I will get a Hero Honda on the priority. And when I came to England in 1988, they were planning for Hero Honda. And there was a small bike called Hero Majestic. So a lot of people came to me because he is a friend. And he had a very good air-conditioned office in Ludhiana. So in the afternoon when I'm going, I was really enjoying his office. And he's Ashok Munjal. They are multimillionaire now. So he said, I've been to America, I've been to Canada, I've been to Japan. Nobody treated me, but your medicine treated me. That was a Kali backroom. Dr. Lataji, thank you very much. Another case, very important. There was a guy from Germany, Cologne. Cologne is the best place for perfumes and everything, Germany, Mr. Singh. He was always abusing, in everything abusing. In every word, he was putting some abusive words. Any remedy? Any remedy? He came to England. I took him to the very good restaurant, and he was talking the silly things with the waiter as well, using the silly language. I was embarrassed. His name is Mr. Bajaj. I said, Mr. Bajaj, I give you some medicine for your health. And I gave the medicine. The symptom was abusive without being angry. Find out the remedy using the abusive. Which remedy? Please. Dr. Dinesh,
Next
which
time,
remedy?
sir. In next time we use it.
Which one?
Next time we get.
Oh. Go to repertory, Kent repertory in the mind, abusive without being angry. Abusive. No, he's not angry, but he's abusive. He's using the bad words.
Some writing, sepia, camera. These are the messages that and chat books are.
What remedies you are reading?
Some people, Dalcamera, nitric acid.
Delcamara. Delcamara helped him. But
Yes.
I told him to take Delcamara 1 dose every week for a few weeks. 1 dose will not help you there. You will change your mind. And last time I saw about 5 years back, he is not abusing anymore. He was using all the abusive word, without being angry. Tell me one remedy for pain in the back between the cervical, these the scapulas, scapulas, and pain while swallowing food. Every time he's swallowing food, he's, oh my God. Oh my God. Found the remedy, please. It should be informative session rather than praising of myself. No, praise the homeopathy. Praise homeopathy, praise the God, praise the Lord, praise Hanuman. Hanuman is my only hero. The second hero is Swami Vivekananda ji. First hero, Hanuman. Second hero, Swami Vivekananda. What a person! He changed everything in America and India, in England, everywhere. People were following him like a bagpiper. Huh? What is the remedy for the pain in the back?
Fighter,
Lots of-
somebody,
Yeah.
Fighter Laga it is written, sir, in the chat box.
Dr. Dhanesh, you find this back and pain between the scapula, swallowing on, single remedy. You can open the books. It's not, there is no rush. Please.
Rastos, Goekam, these are the medicines coming here in chat
Very
box.
good remedy. Single remedy only. Rust talks. If you go to the back, okay. I am opening this Murphy book. Murphy is very good. Go to the back. I show you major symptoms. Back pain. Kent repertory is very easy. Back pain is pain, scapula, you see there? Single remedy. You found it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rust talks.
Yes. Yes, sir. Since we have just 6 minutes remaining, we can go for a discussion or chatting. Somebody want to have a question like that? Okay, sir.
Can you repeat what did you say?
Sir, just 6 minutes remaining.
Okay, anyone want to ask me anything? Please share
Yes.
your views.
Yes, sir. Anyway,
Dr. Manojji
Yes.
smiling.
Thank you, sir, for the invitation. One nice session as always. And I think a couple
I
of
want to give you precise
mentioned
information
in
rather than
wholesome-
telling you silly things. I have to give
Yes, sir.
everything which is honest. Dr.
Yes, sir.
Divanji,
Yes, sir. The aforesaid 25 animal codes. 4 points are important. First one is the medicine, of course. Second one is the dose. Third one is the potency, and the last one is attenuation. So these 4 points are very important as far as homeopathy prescription is concerned. Then you mentioned about this, the aggravation of medicine. It is called Sheen symptom. In aforesaid 240, it is mentioned. So when the medicine is dissolved in water, definitely that will prone to develop such symptoms quite naturally. So the most important thing is the remedy. Then again, one point you mentioned about is the case of disease, not a disease. But I mean, always mention the case of disease. There's a big difference between these two, the individual symptoms. Thank you for the presentation, sir. Thank you.
there is one doctor friend, I call him friend. His name is Dr. Luke de Shepherd.
Yeah.
He's in America, Santa Fe. So he, after years of practice, he said, I am studying homeopathy again. I said, why? He said, this time I'm enjoying it. I'm not learning to practice. I am learning for my inner soul, inner satisfaction. And he is such an intelligent doctor. His voice was very impressive, but he's gone old now. He is about 85 or something. He's very intelligent doctor. Very much. I admire him. People say, I'm the best, I'm the best. No one is best. Only one was best, Dr. Honeyman. And he himself said, I am learning at this age. I learn every day. Every patient is giving me some lesson. Until somebody gets better, I am not fully satisfied. And sometimes I tell you, people were misusing his simplicity. Later in the life, he was very strict with the fee payment. That was a thaler in that time in Germany. 30 thaler was his big fees he was taking. He said, okay, you want medicine, treatment, put the money here, then I speak to you. Because you're taking advantage of my simplicity. He was not a greedy, but it was a very, very confident person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we can invite the birthday boy, Dr. Ram Paresh, sir.
Dr. Saab, party is due.
Yes, yes, sir.
पार्टी
Thank you,
दे दे
Dr.
दे दे दे
Ganesh ji.
हिंदी में बोलते हैं पार्टी तो बनती है
हाँ 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 एकदम पार्टी निश्चित बनती है। आप मुझे जन्मदिन है तो निश्चित पार्टी देंगे। आइए बिहार सर।
पूछना we should not ask how which birthday is today, how many years,
60 years.
how
Today
much,
is 60 years.
60.
हाँ 60.
In England they said don't ask the age of the lady, she will be angry. India is possible. Here you can talk to anyone going on the street, man, woman, child, and they're carrying a dog, and you just say, yeah, nice puppy, nice dog, and they'll be very happy. like their son. They don't have a family. The dog and cats are the family. And this is the word. Special word here. People
Sir,
are not very simple, they are very friendly.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Very
Haji.
excellent session. Select of remedy and select of potency.
Yes.
Very nice presentation.
No problem.
Primary option.
I always feel like I'm telling you something. It's not a joke. I'm not telling myself what I am. But when I join this group, I feel like I am not here. I am in India. I feel like I am sitting among you. And you are like a family. All homeopathy doctors are family. Everyone who is practicing homeopathy is family. And
Yes,
I am so
Family.
happy
Take
that I joined
thank you.
today. Thank you, Dr. Dinesh, Dr.
Thank you,
Manoj,
sir.
and
Thank
Dr.
you.
Ram Pravesh ji. And I was
Thank you,
listening
sir.
in Hindi. Dr. Sani, Mardal Sani was in Hindi. Very good speaker.
yes, sir.
Yes.
So we should continue this. We should continue. I will try to.
Definitely, we will continue the sessions. Always, we are having such sessions in all subjects, whatever be the subject, even the law and how homeopathy works in different conditions like that. What are the laws one knows about? One and want to know. All these things will be discussed in these sessions. Today, as you all know, everybody is in a very good condition because of homeopathic practice as well as homeopathic knowledge. This is one of the best science in the world that leaves protect humanity from disorders and without doing any bad thing to the person as well as to the community. That's what homeopathy is all about, sir. Anyway, congratulations you.
Thank you very much. Before I go,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I would like to say Happy Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year in advance. I wish and meet you every time I join you. I feel so happy. Dr. Lata ji, Dr. Ramla, Dr. Syed, Sami Syed, Dr. Prithwal, a lot of people I know, a lot of people I hear and see here. Dr.
Okay.
Shafiq
Yes,
Saab, all listening. Bye-bye from England.
Thank you very much, sir. Tomorrow we will have a session from Dr. Mukesh Hemraj Paswal, and Dr. will be talking about understanding sulfur through rubric. So with that, we come to the end of the day, 1562. Thank you all.
I will join tomorrow. When I'm free, I will put it on. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.